Hey everybody, Laura Watson here with Laura Watson Real Estate with Keller Williams Legacy. I just wanted to get back out there and do another little video, real life, what I'm calling this video, real estate happenings, or AKA, it's my story and I'm sticking to it. I've been selling real estate for quite a while now. I've had lots of different clients, buyers and sellers, and you know, it's been really fun for the most part. And like I said before, I've had some great clients, but we've had some mishaps along the way. And if you talk to a realtor and they say everything is smooth sailing, which I can't imagine that they would, but if they did, they're lying to you. You need to find somebody else. Anyway, this is just one of the stories that have come up in my dealings with great people, and I just wanted to share it with you. This was actually a buyer family that I had worked with several times. They'd bought some investment property, sold some investment property, bought a house, sold a house, and now they were looking for another house. And so we got together and we talked about, you know, what their budget was and what they needed, what they were looking for. And so I got together a list of homes and we went out and we were going to go look at all these homes. And so let me just back up a little bit. On the MLS, there's a section in there that is really strictly agents talking to agents. And what it usually will say is, you know, if like the homeowner is has a night job and they're a day sleeper, they'll show the house between this time and this time. But a lot of times it'll talk about pets. And, you know, there will be 2 dogs there, or there'll be a dog will be in the backyard, you know, do this, do that. And so it gives you the information so that when you know, when you get there, you know what to expect. Well, on the house in particular that I'm talking about today, they had in the MLS that they had 2 dogs, and they ended up being 2 really huge, big, ferocious looking dogs. But they said there's a dog run in the backyard and they'll be in the dog run. So great, no big deal. So we walk in, and before we go in, you know, I tell my clients that, and so we had this expectation that they are in the dog run, which they were. So that was good. We walk through the house and talk about things, and they're very interested in it. So a little while later, maybe the next day or so, this was a market when you could actually go back and go to a second showing. If you tried to do that now, you'd probably lose the house. But at that time, you could do that. They wanted to go back and look at the house again. And so I made a second appointment to go see this house with them. So we get there and we walk in, and of course, you know, they've already seen it. So I'm just kind of letting them do, you know, stroll through and talk about things between the 2 of them, and not thinking about the dogs, because they're in the dog run. And so we're standing in the kitchen, and the husband says, "Oh, let's go out and look in the garage because I want to see if there's any place to put, you know, my tools. We didn't have a chance to look at that the other day." I said, "Great." So we walk out there. The light is off, and I flip the light on. We all walk in. We're standing in the middle of the garage and talking about, you know, different things. And all of a sudden, I think at the same time, all 3 of us realize we're not alone. Those stinking dogs were in the garage. And by the time we realized it and we made eye contact, I looked and I saw those 2 dogs. And I mean, they were, I don't know what they were. I'm thinking one was a German Shepherd, and I don't know what the other one was. We made eye contact. They had been completely silent the whole time we'd been in there. But when I made eye contact with them, the one, okay, they were kenneled, but I didn't realize it when I first saw them. The one that I looked at lunged at the side of the kennel. We all started running, and there's 3 of us in the garage, and we're running. Of course, I'm the closest one to the dogs. We didn't say anything to each other. We just start running towards the garage door to get inside the house. Well, of course, because I'm so athletic, I was the last one. I choose to say that I was trying to protect my clients and was going to sacrifice myself for that, but that's not really true. We get in, as I get in close to the garage door that goes into the laundry room, it starts to swing closed. And I'm thinking, what the heck? You know, and I hit the door and I go in, and we get in the house and we close the door, and we're standing in the kitchen and we're all kind of panting. You know, my heart is racing, and I'm thinking, I'm going to have a heart attack. We're all flushed. And then, of course, we all start cracking up laughing. And it's just one of those situations where, you kind of had to be there. Well, I look at the wife because she was in front of me and she was the one that had actually closed the door. And I said, yeah, thanks a lot for leaving me back there, and just kind of joking and laughing. And she looked at me and she said, hey, it's every man for himself. And of course, we laughed again. And so, we went and finished the tour and got to look in the backyard a little bit better that time. But they ended up not buying the house. But, I think about that story and it's funny now. It wasn't really funny at the time that it was happening. That's my recollection of it. They may have a different recollection of it, but that's my story and I'm sticking to it. Hey, anyway, listen, you guys, it's good to talk to you again. If you've got any questions about anything real estate related that I can help you with here in San Antonio, Bernie, Bulverde, wherever, even in Abilene, if you've got some questions, I'm happy to help. Give me a shout out. Thanks for listening, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.